At Carter in Sunnyvale, California. I'm Kyle Positek Mendoza. I'm joined by Akira here.
What's up?
For a lovely 5 rounds of Modern into a top 8 cut.
Man, it's going to be a long day, huh?
It's going to be a very long day for us here, but it's going to be an exciting long day because we are going to finally be streaming some Modern, which is we haven't been doing recently.
Yeah, a couple of things got in the way, like pre-release, Dustmorn.
Pre-release.
Maybe we'll see some Dustmorn card if anyone decide to...
Yeah, we also had some overlap with like Pokemon and other events here at the time, so it was really hard to even showcase Modern most of the time here, but... So we have round number 1 here. We have Alex Swim versus Francisco Kramer, which is, I think it's Twiddle Storm versus Hammertime, if I know the decks very well.
I mean, this is a classic Modern matchup. Not a lot of people are on these kind of deck nowadays. Modern Horizon 3 kind of took over the format, and like neither of these decks really got anything out of the new set.
Yeah, so players right here are resolving mulligans here, but it's interesting to see that we actually have Hammertime actually pushing the boundaries of this format where everyone thought the deck is dead.
Against Wrath of the Sky is pretty rough, but I don't think there's any Wrath of the Sky in Twiddle Storm.
Yeah, there's no Wrath of the Sky in Twiddle Storm here, but since there is no interaction here, Alex Lim can potentially go off on turn 3 and just win the game outright.
I mean, it's really dependent on what version of Hammertime, right? Because like the classic blue-white Hammertime does play some amount of Spell Pierce. So a timely Spell Pierce could really fizzle out a Twiddle turn. But the thing about Twiddle is like they can generate like a ton of mana. So soft permission like Spell Pierce maybe not enough.
Yeah, but so it looks like players are resolving the mulligans here. Looks like Frank is going to keep there down to 6, and while Alex is going down to 5.
Yeah, I mean, you're playing a kind of linear combo deck. You can mulligan pretty deep, and something like a way to get into Lotus Field plus a couple Twiddle and rely on the top of your deck to like get you there could be a good strategy.
Yeah, so while I guess we should explain the win con a little bit more of Twiddle Storm. So basically, you're going to be turn 3 playing Lotus Field, or you potentially turn 2ing Lotus Field out with Consign the Memory.
Yep.
And then potentially either playing the One Ring, or you're going to play Underworld Breach, and then basically you mill yourself out and then play Thassa's Oracle.
Yeah, so that is the win con of Twiddle Storm. It's a little bit different from the other Storm deck in the format, which is Ruby Storm, which go for a more classic win con like Empty the Wardens or Grape Shot. But here's Axlum just looking to put his graveyard into his library into his graveyard and win with Thassa's Oracle, CEDH All-Star.
CEDH All-Star Thassa's Oracle here, but it looks like Alex is going down to 4, which is pretty typical of the Twiddle Storm deck because you have to mull aggressively just to make sure you even have the Lotus Field hand or even have a way to even find it in the first place.
Yeah, so that's one of the thing about Twiddle Storm is you do need to mulligan pretty deep. And it look like this 4-card hand will do it for Alex.
So we're going to have an Esper Sentinel turn out in turn number 1 here for Francisco. So it is going to be the Hammertime deck, but this is a deck that we have not seen in a while if you pay attention to Modern nowadays, actually.
Yeah, so Esper Sentinel just draw you a card every time your opponent casts a non-creature spell and they didn't pay X, where X is Esper Sentinel mana power. So, and Twiddle is like all spells. So this Esper Sentinel can draw quite a few cards. And we see a textless Urza Saga.
Yeah, a very fancy Urza Saga here coming out
from
for free.
Francisco. Oh man, what? I don't know what that card does.
Oh, you know
There's
what
no
Urza
text
Saga
on
do?
it.
Yeah, so Urza Saga is a very nice card here, where this card was pretty format breaking when it first came out.
Yeah, it kind of gotten a little soft with Modern Horizon 3 and cards like Wrath of the Sky that just like kind of destroy your Urza Saga for free.
Oh my god!
Is that a failure?
What? So what does failure do exactly? Actually?
So what failure is a 2-mana 2/1, 2/2 with flash, and when it attacks, it exile target non-land permanent, and if the non-land permanent is yours, Felia get a +1/+1 counter. So just gonna blink the Ornithopter here. Give Felia a counter at the end of turn. So just this doesn't quite look like Hammertime, just look like creature beats.
Well, you're playing the Ornithopter. It looks like you're just having a creature beatdown gameplay as of now, but you eventually are going to get the Hammertime with the Urza Saga here, and maybe we'll have a double flash in potentially, but we're actually going to consider here on Alex's side.
So consider paying for the Esposano tax. I don't think he have anything to do with 2 mana.
Yeah, so we're going to leave that on top, draw it. It looks like a Vizier Sands potentially in the Dream's Grip, maybe, but I can't really tell exactly, but maybe hopefully have the turn the Lotus Field here, which we do. So we're going to float the 2 mana, we're going to untap with Vizier and draw a card.
Yep, so now let's see what we can do with this 3 mana.
So actually we just untap and go.
Just pass the turn. Maybe so holding up some kind of interaction here.
We might have Sink of the Stupor, potentially.
Yeah, that could be a card. That could be a very strong card in this situation. So we made a construct with the Urza Saga. And let's see what Francesco decides to do with this Urza Saga here. Would he just float the mana or think make another construct here?
But we're doing the math here. I think you most likely are just going to make another construct. If you have the hammer, you have a way to cheat out the hammer on. I don't know actually, because if you make the construct, you're trying to calculate the damage. How low can you get Alex here? Because you're at 14.
No, the thing is, if you make construct, grab the Lava Spur Boots, and have a land in hand, that's lethal.
Oh,
I think I did the math right, because constructs are 5/5. Lava Spur Boots make one of them a 6/5. That's 11 damage plus 3 from Felia. That's 14.
Wow, exactly 14 damage.
And Esposano for 1, so that's 15 damage on board. And there's the land.
There he is. We're equipping.
There's the equip, and that's just 15 damage.
1, 2, 3, 4.
This is just lethal.
Yeah, this is just flat out lethal here for Francisco. What is this? Turn 3 kill?
Yeah, turn 3 kill with no hammer.
Turn 3 kill, no. This is turn 4.
Oh, turn 4 for Francesco.
Turn 4 kill with no hammer here, and Francesco is going to take game number 1.
Yeah, and no interaction from Alex. No singing into Stupor.
Yeah, no singing the Stupor there, but
oh, wrong screen.
Wrong screen. Sorry about that. But interesting that we just don't need hammer at all just to win a turn 4.
Yeah, like this is why Urza Saga is so powerful. Lava Spur Boots kind of got swept under the rug a little bit, because Hammer was kind of on his way out of the format when OTJ was the new set. But like this is a really powerful thing. I've seen a lot of this in Legacy, not as much in Modern. But yeah, like that was impressive.
Yeah, I mean, being able to win on turn 4 with the Lava Spirits, it also helps as well that Alex didn't have any interaction at all, because I think a single of the Stupor would slow the game down enough where Alex would probably win on the turn 4 as well.
Yeah, the thing is, Alex mulligan to 4, right?
Yeah, it's a mulligan 4.
He can't just have everything. Like if he had a way to get into the Lotus Field and a couple of stuff, but like you can't expect him to have interaction on top of it.
Yeah, but so if I know the Twiddle Storm well enough, I'll should be bringing maybe some into the Flood Maws, probably some Dismembers as well, to try to negate a lot of these early drops from Francesco, where I'm not too sure what can come in on the Hammertime side, because I don't know how the deck operates nowadays, especially in an MH3 metagame.
So in an MH3 metagame, I would sideboard pretty similar to how you would sideboard against Ruby Storm. It looked like Francesco is on a mono white version of Hammertime, so maybe we see Solitude make its way out of the deck, and maybe High Noon if it's in Francesco's sideboard.
Ooh, a High Noon actually be pretty good, but I don't know how well I think most likely actually is probably a deafening silence.
Yeah, so
because High Noon is pretty much a non-vote, especially in the Hammertime where you want to play multiple spells a turn.
I mean, not really. If you have an Urza Saga, you can just play a High Noon and just start tackling your Urza Saga tokens. which is like a pretty good game plan against a Storm deck that cannot do anything under High Noon.
It's not a bad game plan at all.
Yeah, also like something like Damping Sphere
Ooh,
could be coming in. It have application against Eldrazi's, and it
Pioneer, I don't
doesn't quite stop a Storm deck like High Noon would, but it will slow them down like considerably.
yeah. I'm actually very curious what Francisco has for the Storm matchup here because wait, does Draenei Magistrate? I would see Draenei Magistrate in this deck.
Draenei Magistrate could be, but I don't know if Draenei is. I mean, Draenei is really strong against the.
Draenei is played in
Very
some.
strong against the Underworld Breach line of Twiddle Storm, right?
Yeah, so it would force Alex to be on the untap Wondering all the time, draw a whole bunch of Wondering
Yeah.
plan, which is not the best plan, but is the backup plan for sure. Looks like Alex is potentially going to do a mulligan here. Again, going down to 6.
I think Alex is still shuffling.
Show shuffling maybe.
I haven't seen him present a cut yet, so just making sure deck is sufficiently
Oh, it's down to
randomized.
6. We're already down to 6.
Oh, he is down to 6.
But-
I mean, it is just kind of expected for Twiddle Storm to like mulligan very deep.
Yeah, you're playing combo deck. Your mulligans will be very aggressive here, but we're actually going to keep the 6 here, so we're looking pretty good here on Alex's side. So we're going to play a turn 1 Expedition map. So if you don't know what Expedition map is, I mean, you might
This is a Tron classic.
It's a Tron classic, but nowadays Tron doesn't even play it. So if you just started playing during MHC, you probably have not seen this card that often.
Yeah, so this is a way for Alex to find his Lotus Field here. Just turn 1 land, turn 2 search for Lotus Field.
Ooh.
Oh, Pithing Needle on Expedition map. That's attack.
I mean, ideally it's not for Pithing Needle. Pithing Needle on that is ideally for the One Ring, but it also does double duty here on the Expedition map.
Yeah, and there might be more than one post board. But this slow Alex considerably if he's really relying on this Expedition map to find his Lotus Field. Now he just have to like naturally draw into one.
So we have an Inkblood Nexus come out here, and it looks like a Sigarda's Aid.
Oh, so this is threatening a turn 3 kill here.
Yeah.
Because next turn, if Francesco have land plus hammer, it's just lethal.
Yeah, on the Inkblood Nexus, gonna do poison to
11
Alex.
poison
Oh, sorry, 11. So, I mean, we see that Inkblood isn't flexing here, so let me pull up the flavor text for y'all here. It is a 1 mana, 1/1 artifact creature with flying and infect.
So yeah, so Sigarda's A would let Francesco cast and free equip the hammer as instant speed. So land, activate Inkmoth, attack, hammer. That's lethal. So Alex looking in really rough spot.
Yeah, so instead we did consider keep on top, draw it. We're gonna shock in.
Oh.
No, bolt in the Sink of the Stupor, go down to 15.
Playing out the Sing into Stupor. So maybe have another one in hand for this Inkmoth
Yeah,
Nexus.
you probably.
Wait, but I don't think you can target Inkmoth
No.
Nexus, right?
I think
you have
so.
to target the hammer on the stack.
Yes, that's be the hammer. I think so. Oh, double check.
So here's the
Yeah,
activation.
non-land, permanent, or spell. So we can do the hammer here. So we're gonna attack with the Inkblood, no blocks.
Attack, no blocks.
We're gonna
Oh!
Artifact
Strict Serenade
and you get a bird.
coming out from Alex to counter the hammer.
Wow, I didn't actually expect to see Strict Serenade already come out. I forgot you do play this in Twiddle Storm. Oh my god.
Yeah, so this is the counterpart to Swan Song, but this applied to way more things that is relevant in the format compared to Swan Song. Swan Song counter instant sorcery or enchantment, while Strict Serenade counter artifact creature and planeswalker. So come in really handy in this situation here, and save Alex from a turn 3 kill.
But I wonder how. So we're gonna have a Deserted Temple, and then we have the One Ring come out. So we're gonna draw a card, get that nice protection trigger here. But let's take a look at that Deserted Temple though, because this is what actually I think made Twiddle Storm really good in the MHG metagame here. Because on turn, you can basically turn 3 untap your Lotus Field for free with Deserted Temple, which is pretty nice.
It's not quite free. You still need to spend a mana for it. So it's basically another Twiddle kind of effect, but on a land, which is really nice.
Yes.
So Francesco, after his attempt for a turn 3 kill, got fizzle out a little bit. Definitely silence is very strong here though.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. Definitely silence. I would anticipate this is be in the sideboard overhanging him because you are playing a more creature heavy deck, and you probably do want to be multi-spelling here. But looks like we're going to be floating 2 blue.
So
Looks like we might be
here's-
drawing the
yep,
Lotus Field.
He did naturally draw the Lotus Field.
One blue untap.
Gonna untap it. But how do we play through this this deafening silence
Gonna give
here?
you a fish, bounce your deafening silence.
Oh, there's into the flood mall.
Until the Floodball comes out, so we did use the Deserted Temple to untap the Lotus Field here, which is pretty sick. But into the Floodmon here, a new card from Bloomberg that's been very well positioned here.
To one, cast strings, target both of these.
Hitting
All right, hidden
String.
string, untapping Lotus Field and One Ring, retapping One Ring to draw 3. So we might see a kill turn here from Alex. That's
Twiddle. That is a Twiddle.
yep, that's a twiddle. Draw 4 with One Ring here.
Here we go. We're gonna draw. I think we can potentially draw a whole deck here.
I mean, we just have a grip 4 of cards.
Yeah, we're gonna
so-
Vizier, untap the.
So draw
One Ring.
5 here. And the things now we always have 2 mana. So like hidden string will untap both. Any Twiddle effect will untap either one.
Yep.
And untapping Lotus Field give us back the mana.
Red.
So we can actually do Dreamscript, a tap for tap or
Oh, he's
untap
Underworld
Lotus Field, and
Breach.
Underworld Breach here.
I'm
So
going
I.
to draw my deck and then cast a
So this is essentially going to be game here because Underworld Breach presents.
Yeah,
that I will
so-
untap everything. I will draw my whole deck, and then you will lose by I will cast Wish and Dazzle's Oracle.
Yeah,
so that
that-
is going to be game number 2. Going to Alex Lim here now. Going to game 3, we got to see Alex do what he wanted to do, and Francisco not being
Yeah.
able to play his cards out because into the Flood Maw and. I forgot the other one.
I mean, Pissing
six Serenade.
Oh, Six
was able
Serenade,
to
yeah.
delay the game just enough.
Yeah, it just bought Alex enough turns to plow the win there. I mean, the game plan from Francisco is just good. Like that was a good game plan, but Alex Lim was able to line up all his answers for Francisco. But now, like going to a game 3 with Francisco back on the play, he could pretty much threaten to do the same thing that he was trying to do in game 2.
But yeah, I mean, you know the play here. Alex Lim is most likely going to have like the dismembers. Like you're probably going to bring a lot more disruption on Alex's side, and also you do know about the Pippin Needle as well. So you're going to be a little bit more cautious on having these greedy hands, but sometimes you just have to go for it. Well, Francisco is playing the same game plan. Your deck is most likely fine. You just need to make sure Alex is the one that needs to be the defender here and have the answers to stop you.
So that's basically that how it comes out when it's play draw difference, right? Like on Alex when he's on the play. When Alex on the play, he's looking to like just go as fast as he can while playing through these like stacks effects. But now on the draw, he might have to move into more of a control role here.
I mean, we're going to be mulling down for Alex here, while Francisco's going to actually keep his 7 here, so it's always good. I think Francisco's kept 7 in the last 2 games, so most likely will have that Hammertime in the hand or some way to even cheat it out.
Or in game 1, it didn't even need it.
Yeah, game
it's
1
just double Saga token for lethal on turn 4.
Yeah, double contract's pretty good as well. Turns
Yeah.
out if we swing for 1 damage over lethal versus the deck with no interaction and the main board, we should be fine.
Yeah. Like it's really hard to interact with that game plan too, because like you have to have like a stifle effect for the saga or something that bounds the creature, which is like only sing into super.
Yeah, so it looks like Alex is going down to 5 here, which is totally fine. I mean, this is just Twiddle Storm in a nutshell, but I think if you're on Alex team, you want to naturally try to have the Lotus Field, try to have either cantrip turn 1, or also as well, you can naturally have the One Ring, which will help you slow down your gameplay enough, but if you just don't die before turn number 4.
Yeah, I mean that's just what Alex is trying to do, like not die by turn 4. Because like by turn 4, the One Ring will buy him another turn, and that would, if you untap playing Twiddle Storm, if you untap with One Ring, you should win on that turn.
Looks like we are
Oh, we're
go
going down to
the
4 again.
This hand needs to be double.
This needs to be good.
This needs to either be the best hand possible at turn 4 is Island, Consign the Memory, Lotus Field, and then the One Ring.
Yeah,
That is the best 4 you can have because you can actually play everything out. You can turn 3. The One Ring.
I mean, even then, you need your One Ring to draw you into some Twiddle effect as well.
Yes, but I think if you're rolling down the 4, that is the best possible option you can have and to really come back in this game.
Yeah, Alex is contemplating his 4 cards here. I don't think he's super happy with it. It's just like a pretty... So it looked like a rough 4-card hand that like needs some help to get there.
I mean, also as well, it's probably a really, really tight hand where it's like it's not bad enough to take you away, but it's not a hand you're not the most happy with, knowing that this is the matchup you're in. But it looks like Alex is gonna still contemplate on which cards to put away.
Yeah, and you don't really want to go to 3.
You really don't want to. It's probably.
Yeah, really thinking over it this mulligan.
I think I see a Deserted Temple, so that is a untapped land. This is actually probably the hardest decision to have. And one of the hardest decisions.
So putting back, so we did see him put back one of the One Rings.
I think that was a temple potentially. I'm not too sure. So we're gonna have a turn 1 bolt ourselves on Francisco's side. I don't know the exact name of the NWC, but we're gonna play the Cigars 8 out once again. And we're gonna play Ornithopter.
Oh,
pretty
we're
good
still
start.
threatening like a turn 2 kill here.
Oh, looks like we drew into a preordained. Is that into the Flood Maw as well? So that's really nice. But we're gonna fetch, go down to 17.
Yeah, so now like Francesco can threaten a 2-turn kill with Hammer.
Yeah.
So turn 2 he can, or if he have double Hammer, this is a turn 2 kill.
Yeah, because you can cast. Yeah, you can cast one.
You just cast both.
Oh yeah, you cast both. Yeah.
Yeah, with Cigars 8, and that's just lethal.
Then
So
we go to
another
14.
bolt land here, down to 14. Oh, Stoneforge Mystic. Okay,
Stoneforge Mystic.
a little bit slower.
It's still a very good start though to have on Francesco's side because at least you'll have the Hammertime now no matter what. But this is looking very good on Alex's side because now the game plan is a little bit slower, and also we do get that Deserted Temple out, so essentially perfect mana going to turn 3 for Alex Lim.
Yeah, and the preordained, I think we saw
So-
3 cards.
I do see a Lotus Field in here, I'm pretty sure, so...
But like,
Not a
you
bad
can
roll.
play out with the Lotus Field on turn 3 here though.
Oh, you can and you untap it and then you play Into the Flood Maw because I think I saw Into the Flood Maw in the hand there.
Yeah, you kind of have to, float your mana here, untap the Lotus Field into the Flood Maw. Okay.
So-
We know Francesco have a hammer in hand. Does he have a second one?
So we're going to declare attacks here. Let's see if Alex can do anything.
I mean, you still, if you're gonna do anything, you wait until Francesco casts the hammer you have in hand.
Yeah, I think you respond to the equip, right? Because
No blocks.
no blocks.
Yeah,
Declare.
you respond to the ETB trigger of the hammer.
Activate resist.
Oh, we're activating.
Yeah, so you activate Stoneforce to play around counter magic.
Let's see. I think Alex does have a Flood Maw here, so we put aside the Desert Temple, tap, and we
Yeah,
are
just
going to cast...
into the Flood Maw,
Yeah.
the Ornithopter. So now the hammer is stranded in play.
It's basically
Okay.
it's a colorless land that.
So
untappable.
we're gonna... So we... Francisco wants to double check the flavor text, not the flavor text, the Oracle text on the Temple, since Alex is playing an all Japanese foil Twiddle deck, so you always want to make sure that...
Yeah, so sometime like you bling out your deck foreign language and your opponent's like, I don't know what your card did.
trust me, bro. But we're gonna play the Deafening Silence now, which is actually, I think that was the main goal for Francisco here, because I think he knew about Into the Flood Maw being in the hand, so Hammertime does force Alex to do it. But, lockdown! Oh my god!
Okay.
Temporary lockdown.
Temporary Lockdown is my favorite card of all time. And this is why Temp Lockdown is so good.
Oh my! I totally forgot that the Lotus Fields lists are also playing Temporary Lockdown alongside
does?
Orange Chan. Oh my god!
It does what Wrath of the Sky do. for 1 less mana.
Oh, so everything on Francesco's board just goes away here, but we're going to make the contract here, which is not the. I mean, we're in a position where we can still rebuild on Francesco's side, but everything in the first couple teams is absolutely gone. So now we're going to search here with the Urza Saga.
I think at this point we do the same thing. We just grab Lava Spur Boots, we crash in for a bunch of damage, and we hope we don't die next turn with Alex having access to 3 cards.
I mean, we can also get the Pith Needle here, naming the One Ring, so we can try to limit Alex's option a little bit here.
Yeah,
but it's
that
a
could-
really tough decision here for Francesco.
Yeah, that's also a line. So that's the line. Okay, so Francesco just take that line. Gonna name the One Ring with Pettinito, and Constructor 3/3s.
There are 3 threes each. Yeah.
So attacking for 3. Life total is 14 to 14 after combat here.
Let's see what comes out of Francesco's hand. It is going to be a gift, giver ruins.
Yeah, give her a rune, some protection.
At least can have interaction for. I mean, at least have protection for the interaction on Alex's side here, but now Alex is in an interesting position because after the temporary lockdown here, we can be hitting what 3, 6, 7 damage next turn potentially.
Probably just 6. I don't think you want to attack with give her a rune. Just to play around, like sing into super and into the flood maw.
Well, if you do swing the giver, you do put Alex on a two turn clock, so it does put the pressure a little bit. But it is a tight decision on that end. But we also have to wait and see what Alex does on his turn because Francesco might not even be attacking at all.
Yeah, and I think Francesco didn't see temp lockdown in the first 2 games, so I don't know if he have any enchantment removal.
I mean, maybe you do because there's Underworld Breach, which is an enchantment. But
Yeah, something like wear and tear could or like.
actually, can you
yeah.
play? I think we're on mono white hammer though.
I mean, you can.
Oh yeah, you can still wear, so
Yeah.
not bad. But we're gonna see this road. We're gonna bounce a construct for now before the giver can even activate. So it looks like it's only gonna be 2 damage a turn, which drops the clock significantly. But we have another
there's
Saga
another
come
one.
out.
I think there's another art. Oh, just a cigar to say. Oh, just attacking with the giver. I mean, you did see 2 bounce spell come out of Alex, so I don't no reason to really hold back the.
But we are gonna have the protection trigger at least with the One Ring here, while the Pitneo's out. So we would not be able to draw with it, but that protection trigger will at least buy us a turn.
Yeah, so Alex bought himself a turn. This Urza Saga, I think, is a 3-turn clock or a 2-turn clock. When Francesco untap here, because it make a construct, make another one, plus Lava Spur Boots. Could be. Is it lethal? Yeah, I'm counting here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 15 plus 1. Yeah. So Francesco make a construct.
With Island Go here from Alex here. Oh, looks like a Twiddle and a Hidden Strings only in hand for Alex here. So it's not looking too good because this turn would be swung in with what?
No, this is lethal.
This is lethal this turn?
Yeah, if Francesco take the Lava Spur Boot line, it's lethal. I think Twiddle have to tap down one of the construct.
Yes. I mean, it's
Or
not.
Alex not die.
It's technically not lethal here, but we are going to be able to tap down at least.
Oh
one
wait,
of the
no,
big
it's
constructs.
lethal regardless.
Is it? Let's see.
Yeah, because construct gonna be 5/5s,
Oh.
and give her a rune is 1 damage. It's exactly lethal.
Well, no. Also, Giver can also give protection as well.
Yeah, and give her a rune can give protection too.
Oh, actually, we're gonna go Hammer
just
Time.
gonna go. Oh mate, I mean hammer is also lethal.
Yeah. So let's wait and see. I mean, I think this is just game, but don't want to call it too early here. But let's see what happens here. So will Francesco even play out more cards? We're waiting on the trigger on the stack here.
Yeah, and I think Francesco took this line maybe because he have something like Brave the Elements or Source of Salvation in hand.
Surge of Salvation is a very, very good card, especially against all these interactions, because we can gain everything have X proof, and also I mean, to prevent all damage doesn't really matter, but this deck's part is going to matter a lot.
Yeah, force out the Twiddle here.
Twiddle, tap target creature. Yep. Or tap target permanent.
Yeah, so gonna attempt to tap the construct that was targeted with the hammer. So now if you give it protection from blue, the hammer is still attached though. That's game.
That's his game. So Alex loses here, but Francesco winning 2-1 on Hammertime, which is already very impressive to the fact that this deck is still surviving.
Yeah, I think it's also helped a little bit with the matchup. I think this is kind of a favorable matchup for Hammer. Low interaction combo deck against like a very aggressive deck. But both players play really well.
Yeah, both players play very, very well to their outs here, but it is also, I've heard as well that Frank is the GOAT of Hammer in our area.